Hi guys, and welcome to part 79 of Skyrim Mod Sanctuary. 79 episodes of this video series and hundreds of mods. And I've realised I have not covered that many player homes. When you consider the number of mods I have shown you guys, I really have done an injustice to all the player homes out there. And I thought I would rectify that, starting with a great player home called Jaggarsfeld. Now, Jaggarsfeld is a player home that you will find on the north side of this mountain ridge. Here is Dragon's Reach and Whiterun, the Western Watchtower. If you follow the road around, you come to Jaggarsfeld. But Jaggarsfeld is not a house that is found there. It is, well, as you can see, a small cave entrance. Don't worry, it's not actually a cave. This is just a passage into the mountain. And on the other side of this passage, you will find Jaggarsfeld. Now, Jaggarsfeld is, well, it's a beautiful little cottage in a kind of rocky basin. A sort of miniature land that time forgot. Completely secluded, peaceful, very pleasant. A great place to come relax after a hard day's adventuring. To one side you have a smelter and a blacksmith forge, all the sort of crafting stations you're going to need. Your own little farm with plenty of wheat, some wood to chop, and as well as this idyllic looking house, off to the right you may notice, just behind the waterfall, the hint of a door. I'll get back to that. When you get here, I'm afraid you're going to find this house is already occupied, but I wouldn't worry about it too much because the occupant is somewhat belligerent and immediately attacks you, leaving you no choice but to kill him. And on his body you will find a last will and testament, so to speak. The cabin in this valley is now rightfully yours, but the real prize is hidden here in this valley, a gift from our Lord, a place made for us to store our trophies, a place free from thieves and bandits. Place them here and they are yours until the end of time. And so the home becomes yours. But what do you get? Okay, let's go in and check this place out. Now, the place is, well, only half the story. I mean, it's a nice enough cabin, kind of cozy. It's got an upstairs and a downstairs, and as you can see, a lot of benches and a lot of facilities. It's probably not the coziest furnishings I've ever seen, but as you can see, quite a lot of little display desks and cases and that type of thing. So, what is it about this place that makes it different, that makes it special? This is what makes it special. You get a little book telling you about the sorting and crafting system. And basically, what you do is you open this chest and you place anything that you have that you want to be placed in your house. And it will be automatically sorted for you. I know people are going to be going, oh my god, how have you got a carry weight of 10,000? Because there's always someone looking for details like that. I cheated for this video. I wanted to bring every item I owned from my horse, so I cheated. And I've brought them all. So I am now going to put every item that I have into this sorting chest. This may take me some time. And after quite a long time I have finished. As you can see, I've still got a lot of things, but I've emptied a lot of things, including all of my potions. I've got rid of all of my potions, all of my scrolls, food and ingredients. I have kept many items, especially the named items. I will explain why later. And I've also kept all of my books, and again I will explain later. However, if I check the chest, it is empty, as you can see. So where has all my stuff gone? Well, I will go downstairs and I will show you. These chests, shields, all of my shields are there. Clothing, all of my clothing is there, and so on. But that is just the start. All my potions are over here. My alchemy ingredients over here. If I go upstairs, all of my scrolls are in there. and my valuable precious items in here. Now the books unfortunately don't seem to work at the moment. I'm hoping maybe it'll get an update, but right now if you send books through the system, it sorts them into the miscellaneous chest. So if you want to have your bookcases full, as I always do, I think it just looks nice, you're going to have to do that pretty much, well, I say manually. It's not that hard because they are the sort of bookcases that fill nicely. But there you go, added the books manually and it's beginning to look a little cozier here. And I also noticed that the claw rack, there is a claw rack, did not seem to sort automatically. I can't remember which ones I've got. Okay. But if you have them and you activate the board, they will appear and stay there. Which is really nice actually, I really like that. So there you go, I've got my claws sorted out. Can I put the right half on? Yes, I can. I can put both off. There you go. So there are my claws nicely on display. I don't actually have any Elder Scrolls. Oh, do I? No, I don't. Thought for a second it was telling me I had one. Of course, there is a mannequin. I could place whichever armor I want on it. And I'm sure you've noticed the... Oh, soul gem. Did I forget about that one? Yeah, all my soul gems are there. Right. So, here is where this mod starts to really impress me. I'm going to show you once again. I have no alchemical ingredients. None. I shall access my alchemy lab. And yet, I have access to all of these ingredients. And the same system is at work outside at your crafting station. You have an ingot box, which has all of your ingots, including the dragon bones and dragon scales. And when you access the blacksmith forge, you have access to all of those items. There are two things you should be aware of when doing this. The first one is... There you go. What actually happens is I have a quest that requires, say, 10 bear pelts, and when I access this station, I now have access to all the bear pelts in my chest, and so the quest thinks I've got them again. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if I go along to, say, studded armor is grey. It's the same for all of them. They're all grey. I cannot make them because I do not have the correct components, although you'll see here I have got all the components. Don't worry about it. If you just click on it, you can make it, even though it is greyed out. And then once I finish at this crafting station, the quest will probably once again tell me... Oh no, it hasn't. I have now... There you go. It's now updated the quest again because I no longer have access to the bear pelts. It's a minor thing, but if you've got a quest that requires those type of components, you will get that message whenever you access a crafting station. And the same works for all your ores. You have a little container for the ores, and of course when you go along to the smelter, you have access to all of those ores and can make whatever it is you need. Very simple, very convenient, and for me an absolutely superb system, because I hate going back to town and crafting and having to go and get all of my ingots out of a barrel, slowly walk to the station and so on, and I'm sure you all hate that too, so I love this kind of system. Now, one worry you may have is that some items will not get sorted as you expect. For example, the claws, the coral claw, will not get auto-sorted to the claw board. You have to manually place those, but you might, for example, decide to place it in this, or you place it in there by accident. It gets auto-sorted. You notice that it is not on the board downstairs. It has not appeared on the coral claw board, and you don't know where it's been sent to. Usually it's been sent to miscellaneous, and I'll tell you it has been, but believe it or not, it's not that difficult. You can actually just activate the auto sort pull bar, and all of the items that have been auto sorted will reappear in the sorting chest. Go along to it, find the coral dragon claw, take it back, and then once again pull the lever, and it will then send all of the items back where they came, resorting them, and it is now empty. So I can now go downstairs and manually place the coral claw. So, cozy house in a safe, secluded little area, and an amazing sorting and crafting system. But is there more? Well, of course, you will remember I did mention there is this door behind a waterfall. And if you enter here, you enter the trophy hall. Now this is a very large and fairly simple trophy hall, and I like the way it's been done here. Rather than adding it to the basement of the house and making the house feel a little strange, it's this little hidden trophy hall, sort of built into the mountain, built for you by the god of the hunt, and you can put all of your trophies, all of your kills here. But it also has a couple of special trophy places. For example, Mirak. Can access Mirak and, of course, add Mirak's clothes to his... Let's do it. There you go. You have got Azidal's bust. You have got Dukan's bust. And Zachary's bust. On the other side, you have... I actually don't have all of these. I'll have to just... These are obviously for the dragon masks, of which I really don't have a lot of. Do I not have Mordecai's? My God, what have I been doing? I've got to get going, start killing these guys. There we go, 3 of them, along with the usual weapon plaques. And you even have these cool trophy holders for the Daedric artifacts. So I can place Dawnbreaker here and so on. So if you've got the Mace of Molech Baal, you can have it on display in this somewhat sick-looking trophy holder. And the Wabberjack holder is a pile of cheese, I think. And one of my favourite additions is pedestals for all of the black books. You know, the ones you can't drop? Well, now you can. You can leave them here. You don't have to cart them around Skyrim with you. Whatever. You can also put the Ogma Infinium, but I don't actually have that yet. So you can even drop those items, which is really nice. Now, I really love features like this. They make things very easy and very convenient. The sort of things that you don't want to spend massive amounts of time messing about with. I would like to see the auto-sorting features expanded to include the trophy hall. So if I add Mirak's items to that chest, they automatically get sent here. Same with the busts, and same with the masks from the dragon priests. If I could put those in the chest and they appear, same thing with the books actually. If they could all magically appear, it would make it even easier, and I would love this mod even more. Now, the items that I placed in the trophy hall, unfortunately, are not accessible from the auto sort. So if I activate the pull bar now and try to find, for example, any of Mirak's items, if I go to the filter, as you can see, I don't actually have any of Mirak's items whatsoever. They are in the trophy hall and not accessible. I am hoping that it is possible and that the mod authors will update it so that it auto sorts items to the trophy hall and also allows you to pull it back. However, right now it doesn't. And whilst we're talking about things I would like to see added to the mod, one of the things I think I would like to see is a little bit more clutter. The sort of things that add the human touch. Tankards, plates, perhaps a bowl with some fruit in it, maybe some flowers. The sort of little touches that make it look like a home. Perhaps some items on the top of the shelves, that kind of thing. It's not a major criticism, but it's one of the things that you do notice when you walk in here is it does feel a little bare. But these are minor issues. The major strengths of this mod are the amazing sorting system and the crafting system. At the end of the day, There are several things I would like to see improved. There are a few tweaks here and there, and some of the really good features I really hope they can push it a little further. But even in its current state, this is probably one of the most convenient player homes I've seen. All round, I think this player home is a winner. It's got a great locale, it has a nice cabin, it has lots of storage, and of course with the trophy room, a massive area to display all your favourite kills, all your favourite armour and so on. And with the addition of the auto sorting system and the fact that you can access all the items in the house from the crafting stations is so nice, it's so convenient. I am really hoping that the mod authors carry on and expand this a little more and just make it even better than it already is. Okay guys, that is about it for this video. I of course will end with some screenshots that you guys have posted. Please keep posting them and I will keep using them. There is a link down below if you want to go and post. I hope you guys can join me for the next video I make, or the next Mod Sanctuary, and whichever video you decide to join me on. Until then, as always, have fun.